Hi everyone, Scorp here, continuing this Duelist with the Roses Gemini 2 playthrough. So I went ahead and duplicated man-eater bugs between episodes, and so now we have those for when we deal with Rex. I'm going to deal with him right after Panic. So what I'm going to plan to do is I'm going to beat Panic, I'm going to do a reincarnation, and then I'm going to change my deck so that it's cheap enough so I can actually duel Mr. Rex Raptor. And then we'll remake the deck afterward. Try to reduce the menuing just a tiny bit, but... this duel's already over. I'm going to play an equipped Jiraiya and the game's going to end, so... I can probably just do this first. I could probably have discarded the Infinite Dismissal. So that's going to be a 3,500. He'll summon to his left here. Now I can buff both of these, and I'm just going to basically play outside of his summoning range here real quick. Never mind, I'm going to play Arsenal Bug, even though it's weaker than Jiraiya. It is, it'll make Forest, which absolutely obliterates this guy. This is a horrific matchup for him. Making Forest terrain just automatically wins you the game. Yeah. Sorry, buddy, but... for some reason, I think your goose is cooked. And hey, we have another Jiraiya waiting in the wings, so... but, I mean, 4,700 is just unbeatable for this guy. The highest he can make is like a 3,300 in his leader range, and on Forest terrain it's 2,800. And the problem is that the field just destroys him. So this first, since, okay, it's not a trap. Okay, cool. Well, if you don't have a trap, you're just dead. Cool. Wow. I mean, to be fair, I played a 7,000 attack beat stick on, like, turn 5. Like, what you gonna do? Yeah. That sure was a game. Yeah. The thing with Panic's deck is it can brick really bad, and there's not really anything you can do about it while still trying to put all of, like, the rituals and stuff in his deck. So that's just kind of the unfortunate reality of his deck. Okay, so we need to drop our deck cost to, like, 600 something. Yeah. Up 615-ish. Which isn't too bad. So we'll go through the rebuilding of our deck process real quick. I know I want 3 cocoons. I know I want both of those, all 3 of those. 3 caterpillars for the fusion. 3 time wizards, 3 larva moth. 3 man-eater bugs. Korrigashi would be fine. Basic insect, great. I don't really need a needleworm. That's cheap, that's cheap. I mean, I don't mind acid crawler, it's solid. Allen section's great. Larvae of moth is good. And 3 megamorph. And we are 4 deck costs too high. So I guess we'll take out the Infinite Dismissal because it's not useful. And we'll put in literally anything that's even remotely useful. Change Slime will work. That's a really good card. So, yeah. Not too terrible to make a cheap enough deck, especially when you have already duplicated all of the really good cheap cards. Pretty good. Mr. Necromancer Bones. Oh, I didn't do the reincarnation. Well, I guess it's going to split even further. Oh, well. Well, I'm sure you guys have already left that comment. That's fine. Yeah. Do I want a Temple of Skulls for my deck? I think we need to go and actually win the game. Well, this will eventually catch up to him. Probably the worst place I could possibly have played that, but... Oh, I guess to the left one would have been worse. But it's okay. Bones. I'm gonna need you to chill out. Okay, good. We weren't looking at like a quadruple, like, double fusion into 2 equips or something. Need. Okay. I don't think I need everything, so we'll just do this. So this Change Slime is just going to take one for the team. Man, he is going through his deck faster than I am. Dakota Rider. Well... that first. The problem with the big insect is it's actually just going to always be smaller than the pumpkin a turn later. Okay. This game's AI is just a straight-up paid actor. Oh, it loses because I attacked into Wasteland. Whoopsies. That's an interaction I should know and should play around. Yeah, bonk. $3,600's not terrible, but... I mean, I guess I can just equip it multiple times here. I mean, 3,600's probably just about the biggest thing I'm going to bring out quickly. Unless I draw a Time Wizard. Okay. Well, I drew the Time Wizard. We'll just put 2 decent equipped on this, just so it keeps up. Now it's just always stronger than Pumpkin for like 4 turns, but it's not going to be an issue for me. I plan to win this game within 5 turns. Ooh, pupa. Cool. Well, I guess we could just do this. Okay, buddy. You better have a miracle up your sleeve. I mean, I feel like this is just about the best start you can possibly get on zombies, and it's just not nearly enough. I'm not gonna play around Mirror Force. Goodbye. I know he doesn't have it in his deck with his low deck cost, so... I mean, I should say I know he doesn't have it in his deck because I made the mod, but... Oh, hey, Dark Energy's in there. I'm gonna save state to make sure I get this triple. Because I want to show off something in the reincarnation. Hey, we got it. Cool. Okay, so, and then you have save state for that. Nice. So I figure I'll just show this off because this is how you're intended to get Riryoku in this mod. And I'm sure somebody's going to ask how to get Riryoku in this mod because it's Riryoku. It's a really cool card, right? So, yeah, maybe it's a good thing that I waited one time on that reincarnation. But I'm going to do this with save state. I recommend doing the same. So there's one Riryoku. Let's see if we can get multiple Riryoku because I'm greedy. I'm not going to try very long, but just want to point out all of the really, really broken cards that are up here. So I should probably have just taken one, but I figure that at least, you know, make an attempt at two. Because we're getting to the part of the game where we can play really, really expensive cards. This is also how you're supposed to get Mirror Force and Mirror Wall. Okay. Well, we'll take the Riryoku. Now it's time to rebuild our deck. Since... yeah, we dealt with the guy that has low deck cost. Now let's go build up a deck to beat everybody else. This deck is not going to be very different than what we used to beat that guy with, so... I put caterpillars in, I did. Okay. I don't think I need larvae moth, or time wizards, or man-eater bugs. I might have to come back to them. I'm going to at least try to fill up the deck with other cards first. If I had the good spells, I'd probably put Acid Crawler in, but I don't have the good spells yet. I put an 8 Allen section. I don't really want more than one. I don't want to draw it early game. Scorpion, this thing has been really useful for making our stuff bigger. It's not that great, but I mean, it's solid enough to warrant a spot in the deck. Oh yeah, I went Dragomos, and, well... Pupas. Yeah, I definitely don't have room for much else. But 1108 is fine. Yeah. It does become kind of constrained onto what you can actually play. Because there's so many really good cards in this mod. So, it is nice to, you know, have options. I'm gonna actually kill Pegasus this time first. Just because I have him unlocked. And the one thing I do need to grab is the Dharma Cannon. It is almost imperative that I grab Dharma Cannon from him. Because we'll need it for the last boss, unless we want to kill him with some other win condition. The only problem with the last boss is he might just start with a Samachi and then we lose. So. Wow. Well, we drew Alan's section in our opening hand, so it's just gonna go bye-bye. No real problem there. It's got Muka Muka's effect, so I might as well just toss it in the bin, because it's not going to be useful for, like, 20 turns anyways. Okay, we drew the card I wanted. Woohoo! Time for our opponent to have a bad day. I'm not really worried about Arsenal Bug being strong enough. I think he can summon something that can beat 2500, probably. I know he can see my face down, so, like... I'd like him to attack me just because I know the traps that are in his deck and how disgusting they are. Although, I guess I have increased resistance for a leader power, so, like, I shouldn't really care. Hey, a Dharma Cannon. Oh hey, my opponent played one of those nasty traps. Oh, that was the nasty trap. Okay, buddy. You have a 2500 attack creature next to you. Do something about it. I didn't mean lose the game. But he just lost the game, so... Wow, that's a big Toon Summon Skull. This creature's so broken. It's so broken. Oh, man. Yeah, Arsenal Bug is... This is not okay. Even at 80 deck cost. 80 deck cost 7 stars, the card's still broken. Absolutely absurd how strong Arsenal Bug is compared to, you know, everything else in this game. If you have a leveled insect leader, right? It's just a 4500 beat stick that changed the terrain for you. Before you do anything else. That is incredible. Well, while we're here, we'll just deal with Ishtar. And then we can go up to the north. You know, I picked most of the cards that I picked because I wanted to keep the deck cost down a little bit. I'm seeing now that I didn't need to. Just put this here, I guess. Well, we can drop another one of these. The extra summoning power for going second is super nice. Definitely like the change. And I feel like it probably would level the playing field a little bit. You know, I feel like the first creature isn't going to be the biggest over there, so we'll just send a creature over to him, or the basic insect over that way. I believe our opponent has just made a mistake. Oh. I wasn't expecting something so weak. Also, something so ugly. All I have to say about Tripwire Beast is it's an absolute monster in Capsule Monster Coliseum, in the Liber mod. Oak made that thing good. Wow, that's the strongest card in his deck, or that he's played. That's surprising. Okay, bro. Keep equipping the weak stuff for me. It's a good choice. Crash card's insane, but... well, the game forced me. It forced my hand. There was nothing I could do, officer. And there's Labyrinth Rulers. Excellent AI. Ishtar uses his AI because it's one of the better ones. Now, the problem is calling it one of the better ones is being nice. Well, that was a big scorpion. I believe we're at the point where everything's just a big insect. So there's nothing we really want here. No, like, Dark Piercing Light or... well, like, nothing really stands out from what you can get from her. Or from what we put in the slots. So if you wanted any of those equipped, they're really good. Okay, what do we have left? 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I think I'm gonna better call it here for the day. Because if I don't, we're going to do this guy, and then, like, next time it'll be 3 opponents, and I think they will not have a good time. So we'll stop here for the day. You know, leave a comment, leave a like if you enjoy destruction by insects, and have a nice day.